Dream Team, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Here's What No One Tells You About Australia. And before we dive in, y'all know I need y'all to smash that subscribe button, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. What we got?
If you're planning a trip to Australia, you can do some online research and find out what currency we use, what side of the road we drive on, how much sunscreen to pack.
On the left? Y'all drive on the left. Okay, yeah, that's different.
But there's just some things that no one tells you about Australia. The kind of things you don't find out until you get here. So I went out to the streets of Brisbane, Australia to ask some locals and some tourists what some of those things are.
Okay.
Do you have any tips for anyone coming here that, you know, they might not find out online?
Just be very, don't be shy or anything. We're a very loud and outspoken country. A lot of people like to drink a lot and like to swear a lot, so hopefully you don't get offended easily and everyone will get along great with you.
What I've noticed overseas compared to here is that when you bump someone, they apologise.
Yeah.
So you bump someone, they apologise to you?
Yeah, and you apologise as well, no matter whose fault it is. I feel like people are more likely to apologise over here.
Okay. So just get ready to say sorry a lot, is what you're saying.
Not really, but it's nicer, I guess, that way.
Yeah.
You just apologise just in case.
Yeah, I'm from Italy.
I feel like I always apologize for sure, even if it's not my fault. Oh, my bad, man. I don't know. It's at this point, it's just a force of habit when it happens.
And I liked a lot people of Australia because they are very happy and friendly and awesome people, very generous.
So that surprised you when you got here?
Yeah. It's different in Italy.
People aren't as nice?
Not with tourists, no.
Okay.
They are more shy.
And close.
Yeah.
So one thing that I found strange here is that I've seen a lot of Aussie people walking barefoot, and it's really strange for me because I'm not used to see this type of thing in Brazil. So yeah, that's the one thing that I found it a little bit strange and different, but it's interesting to see.
Yes.
Pretty damn expensive country.
And the accent is pretty funny and really hard to understand.
Oh, really? Yeah. What are some tips? Is there any tips for anyone that's...
what did you say?
What are some tips for anyone coming
your
here?
accent is quite hard.
Oh, my accent.
You got me.
Yeah, plan your travel route.
There you go.
Yeah, have enough money with you.
Go to Big W because it's a very cheap store.
It's very expensive here.
You gotta have a plan. You gotta, before you go, you gotta have a plan. You always gotta have a plan before you go anywhere.
W because it's a very cheap store.
It's very expensive here for us Germans.
Yeah.
If you go to Australia, you should maybe notice that, you know, take a lot of money with you.
How much more expensive than Germany?
Well, much more expensive, like triple the price probably.
God dang!
Guys.
I'm going to Germany.
One and a half.
Lord.
It's just, imagine guys,
Okay.
like...
1.5.
Yeah, okay, for example, cigarettes or alcohol is like 3 to 4 times the price. For example, in Germany, for like one vodka, you pay like $7, like $7 AUD, and here it's like 40.
Wow.
So it's 6 to 7 times the price.
My
But when it comes
God.
to like normal groceries you need every day, like vegetables or something, it's still cheaper. It's still more expensive, but not that much more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, the cold in winter. You know, I'm from a warm climate, so by the time it's now cold in winter, I'm like shivering. The cold is different.
I think that will
feel that,
surprise
my
people.
brother.
Because most people find that it's hot when they come over here.
Yeah, because they are coming from Europe, where it's
Right, yeah.
minus 20, minus 19, and they come here and they're like, but I'm coming from where it's almost every year it's 35, 25, 30. So by coming here, it gets cold.
So I guess, think about where you're coming from and compare it to Australia's weather.
Yes,
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I feel like most people do see Australia as a very hot country. But my God, like, nah, I'm from a hot place. It be getting cold over here.
Think about where you're coming from And compare it to Australia's weather.
Yes, that's it.
So I'm from Ireland originally.
Hey.
And I guess one thing that people should look into is if you're going to do farm work for your second year, it takes a lot longer than 88 days.
Can you explain what that means for somebody else who doesn't understand what you're talking about?
So to get a second year extension on your visa, you have to do 88 days of regional work, but it's not like you're going to get 88 days in a row. You have to do like 88 actual work days, and with rain, with different things, that could take 5 or 6 months. So be prepared for hostel life a little bit longer than you thought.
So you're here in your second year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And have you done all that farm work?
Yep. 6 months later.
Wow. How did you find it? What did you have to do?
It was tough, but I was picking sweet potatoes in Bundaberg, and I guess I was lucky because I had someone with me. If you're by yourself, very, very tough. But we got through it. It's well worth it. It's a great country to live in, but just be prepared.
So it's worth it to extend your visa for anyone watching?
100%.
So I come from France, and the Australian accent is very difficult to understand. I understand more the French people than the Australian people, but it's okay. If you speak slowly, it's okay. I can understand.
One can find the look.
That accent is so tough. But then they throw the accent and their slang together. I love their accent actually. It's the slang that's really tough for me. That's what I like. Accent is awesome, but it's the slang. And then, but although I love their accent, I'm not used to their accent. So when you throw one, slang is just a whole nother language. So I'll say when you throw a whole nother language along with that accent, very difficult to understand.
Dialects of the people unusual sometimes, but if they try to get the real meaning from the people, they can ask them again or request them repeat what they said.
So if people look up phrases online, that'll do pretty well for them.
Yeah, people can get these words from online. Yeah.
You see, when you come to Australia, it doesn't matter that you know how to speak English, that you speak good English. They have their own way to talk, and even if you're pronouncing correctly, even if you're saying things that are correct English, they wouldn't understand. They do not comprehend, and it's just because they have a specific way to talk. So, and you will never get to learn that anywhere else. You have to come, you have to listen them to talk and try to talk like them, or you have to talk very slowly and ask them to, pay attention to you, and that way they will understand you. Otherwise, it will be just, what? Sorry, excuse me?
So we've had some German friends come and stay with us, and they think that snakes are just everywhere. So that's probably a common myth, although the day they did arrive, we did have a snake in our backyard. We were in the pergola for a barbecue, but that was a very rare snake encounter.
So online they'll find out that we have snakes, but we don't really have snakes, but we do actually have snakes.
Correct. So we do have snakes, but we don't have snakes. I mean, if you're bushwalking and it's quite hot, obviously you need to be wary, but they're not out to attack you. You can come to Australia and be safe.
I love that. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. It's your boy Neal, out.